you a blacksmith who enjoys Halloween? Do you like the spooky and unusual? Well, I have got a really simple and fun Halloween project for you. So let's get on it. For our starting material, I've got a piece of 1/4 inch by 1 inch flat stock, which is, I don't know, 7-8 inches long, just came out of the scrap pile. But this isn't the only material you can use. It just has to be flat and rectangular. These pieces of scrap that were laying over by the bandsaw would work. This piece of material would work, because we can make big ones, little ones. It's up to you. Just needs to be rectangular. This is by far one of the easiest projects you can do. Set it down on the anvil. You're going to hit the corners on the end of the flat stock. And just kind of bail it out like that. If you want to get more mileage out of flaring it, you can take the cross beam and you can use it to spread it more. And then take your hammer marks out with the face of the hammer. And that gives you a nice flare for your ghost. Next up, we are going to put some eyes. You can use something as simple as a center punch to put the eyes in. You can use a teardrop eye punch, which I made in a video. I'll be linking up here somewhere. But what I'm going to be using is a dimpled eye punch, which gives us a round eyeball. And we're going to take our eye punch here, and forgive the terrible pun, but we're going to eyeball our eyeballs. And before you hit this punch twice, make sure it's in the punch mark you've already made. Because if it bounces up and is out of the punch and you punch it, you just ruined your eyeball. Give you a better look at those eyeballs. I'm making one of these out of each end of the scrap, and one of them I'm taking this little punch right here and giving a smiley face. Just kind of figure out where it would look good. There we go. That is one happy ghost. Before the next step on those, I'm going to let it cool off, and I'm going to pour some of this other stuff out there up here. Once everything's cooled off, I like to take a soapstone and draw the top of my ghost. Before I go to, before I go to cutting or grinding or anything. And I'll tell you why I do that. Because the first one I made, as simple as these projects are, the first one I made kind of came out like Cobra Commander. On longer stock, I use a bandsaw. These shorter pieces, I will rough it out with an angle grinder. Now, when it comes to rounding this little top over, here's a few things that we can do. You can use an angle grinder. You can use a grinding wheel or a bench grinder. You can use a belt grinder on a ridiculously cluttered bench. Or, if you can't manage any of that, you can use a file. You know, just because I like y'all, I'll do it a couple of different ways. We'll do this one with an angle grinder with a flap disc. Yeah, this is probably my favorite way. So here they are, fresh out of rounding. Now that is actually the first time that I've done one of these with a flat disc, and it's pretty easy. As a matter of fact, the big ones, the bigger stock ones, I may use a flat disc from now on. Now they're wire brushed. Now, as is, sitting right there, you've got a perfect little knick-knack. I think you could give these as gifts. You can sell these. These are great just how they are, but you can do more with them. The easiest thing you can do is get some of these cheap magnets, and you can glue them to the back, and you've got a magnet. If you're just using them for yourself, you don't even have to glue them. They'll stick to the magnet. So that's one thing you can do, make magnets. Another thing you can do is you can take a piece of 1/4-inch flat stock and weld it to the back and make a little stand, a little sculpture-like thing. You can have 2 or 3 of them coming off one little base and a spooky thing. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah, this is the bottom off of a pressurized cylinder. I'm going to clean it up on the wire wheel. 1/4-inch round stock. You can really do a lot with this without heating it, but heating it would be even easier. Rolling thumbs. I wire brushed my pieces 1/4. I kind of have an idea what I'm going to do. So let's get started here. Here's our base. Let's see where we can go from here. I like it, I like it. So far, so good. Okay, considering I just made that up, I don't use the word cute very often, but yeah, this thing is pretty dang cute. I like it. You know, and you can incorporate this, you know, I'm getting all kinds of things now. You know, you can put a candle holder on there, you can just spook it right up. Well, y'all, that worked out. I don't think I've ever made a video up as I went along, but yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I wish I'd thought of this, you know, a couple of months ago and had several of these made to sell this month, but I'll get some made for next year. You get some made for next year. But anyway, I really hope y'all enjoyed this, and happy Halloween, everybody.